Hello students, we were doing carbon and its compound. In this lecture, we will learn about two important carbon compounds used in our day-to-day life, in which one is ethanol, C2H5OH, commonly it is known as ethyl alcohol, and the second is one of the carboxylic acid which we will learn in the next video. So today we will learn about ethanol or ethyl alcohol. The formula is C2H5OH. Two C's are present, that's why it is ethanol. As I am saying, it is ethyl alcohol. It is a hydrocarbon derivative of, it is a derivative of hydrocarbon where one H is replaced by OH group or hydroxyl group. So this is ethanol. These are some physical properties of ethanol. What are these? Ethanol is, you must have seen in bottles written ethanol or ethyl alcohol in labs also, because it is a very good solvent and it is used in lab to as a solvent for different organic compounds. So what are the physical properties? Simple one, it is a colorless liquid. It is liquid at room temperature. So it is a colorless liquid, sweet smelling, and the taste is burning. Pungent taste is there and it easily catches fire. That is, it is inflammable. We cannot heat alcohol directly on a burner because it is inflammable, like petrol or kerosene. So alcohol is inflammable. Second is, as I have told you, a very good solvent. So it is used in laboratories. It is itself soluble in water. In any proportion, we can mix this alcohol with water and it is soluble. Why it is soluble in water? Because it forms hydrogen bonds with water. So it is soluble. It is liquid, we have discussed. Now its boiling point is 78 degrees C. That is quite below the boiling point of water. The boiling point of water is 100, it is only 78. And it is the freezing point or the melting point minus 114 degrees C. So quite low than the water, it freezes at minus 114 degrees C. This is you have to remember. And the most important one, it is a neutral compound. Neutral means it is neither acidic nor basic. When it is not a base or a acid, it do not give any litmus test. That is, it does not turn red litmus to blue or blue litmus to red. So it is a neutral compound, but as we know, it is having an OH group and this group is known as the basic group. So it should give a base test, a basic test with litmus paper. That is, it should turn red litmus blue. It should give a basic test, but it is not giving any test with litmus paper. Why? Because when this alcohol is dissolved in water, this is the alcohol. When this alcohol, it is dissolved in water, it is C2H5OH. So if it is broken down into ions, if it is minus ions, it is broken down in ions, then only it will give test with litmus paper, because for this ions are necessary, but it is an hydrocarbon. So this OH group is attached to this alkyl group by a covalent bond and not a ionic bond. Ionic bonds are absent in alcohol, only covalent bonds are present. That's why no ions are formed and it does not give any litmus paper test. It is neither acidic nor basic. So these are some physical properties of alcohol. Preparation of alcohol is not in our syllabus, so we will directly come to the chemical reaction of alcohol. We will learn 5 chemical reactions of alcohol. In NCERT, only 2 are given and rest are given at other places. So I have combined all the 4 or 5. So if in exam, if it is asked what are the chemical properties of ethanol, you have to write all the 5 reactions. So the first reaction is reaction with sodium element. Second is dehydration. Third is combustion. We have read this. Fourth is oxidation. We have also done this. And fifth is esterification. So these all we will study here with ethanol, or it is ethyl alcohol. It is also known commonly as ethyl alcohol. So first we are doing reaction with sodium element. So simple equation, C2H5OH plus sodium, C2H5ONa plus hydrogen gas is evolved. So this is a very important compound and the name is sodium ethoxide. So the sodium salt of this alcohol, it is known as sodium ethoxide, and with sodium ethoxide is formed and hydrogen gas is liberated. This is how ethyl alcohol reacts with sodium. This ethyl alcohol do not react with sodium carbonate or sodium bicarbonate. No reaction takes place with these 2 sodium compounds, and this is a test to distinguish between ethyl alcohol and carboxylic acids or ethanoic acid. Ethanoic acid or carboxylic acids, they give test with sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, and carbon dioxide is liberated in this test. But alcohol, it do not react with these 2 and only reacts with sodium to give sodium ethoxide and hydrogen is liberated. Now about the dehydration. It is a very important reaction and asked in exams again and again. So you should be careful to watch, to listen this about dehydration. What is done? Suppose I am writing a general equation, alcohol when concentrated H2SO4 is used and it is heated at 443 K. This is the temperature. What happened? Unsaturated, or with this, if it is ethyl alcohol, then ethene is formed plus water is formed. As the water is removed from the alcohol, it is known as dehydration reaction. Dehydration means, D means removed, hydration means water. If water is removed from the alcohol, it is known as dehydration reaction. And here concentrated sulfuric acid acts as a dehydrating agent, and what happens? This alcohol is converted to ethene, which is an unsaturated compound. So with the formula we will write this H2SO4 443. Ethene is C2H4 plus water is formed. So this is how dehydration reaction takes place. So we can write it like this also. CCOH, right, HHH, CH3, CH2OH. This is alcohol. Then concentrated H2SO4, 443 K temperature, and what will form? I am writing this formula to show that this is unsaturated compound and it is ethene. Here a double bond is there, so it is an alkene or unsaturated compound is formed. Why? Because water molecule is removed from alcohol. So this is dehydration reaction where from ethanol water is removed and an unsaturated compound is formed. This reaction can be asked with other alcohols also, as propanol or butanol. Then also the corresponding alkene will be formed. Not always ethene, then propene or butene will be formed and water will be removed. So this reaction, dehydration of alcohols, is important and you have to remember this temperature 443 K. So this is the second reaction. And combustion and oxidation we have learned before also. In chemical properties of carbon compounds, these are very simple and we will repeat them here also in the chemical properties. Combustion is burning. When this is combustion means, what is the difference between combustion and oxidation? Combustion is total oxidation, complete oxidation, where the compound, it forms carbon dioxide, water plus heat plus light and excess air. So it is total burning of ethyl alcohol and heat and light is produced. So it is total oxidation and it is known as combustion. Now oxidation we have learned, when there is oxidation of this alcohol, it converts to carboxylic acid or ethanoic acid. Why it is eth? Because one carbon is here, one is here. So it is a carboxylic acid having COOH group and two C's, so ethanoic acid. And this oxidation of compound, this alcohol, takes place when there is nascent oxygen, and this nascent oxygen, it comes from either alkaline potassium permanganate or acidified potassium dichromate. So they, both of them, they work as oxidizing agent. Oxidizing agent. So this reaction is also very important reaction, oxidation of alcohol. And here, instead of O2, oxygen gas, nascent oxygen, this is nascent oxygen. Nascent oxygen is needed to change alcohol into ethanoic acid. So these are the oxidizing agents. Oxidizing agents are the substance which supply nascent oxygen initially and the reaction goes on. So nascent O is supplied by either of these two and alcohol converts and it is also heated. And alcohol is converted to carboxylic acid. And in this reaction, this reaction takes place in two steps. We have discussed this, that this alcohol first converted to aldehyde and then aldehyde converted to carboxylic acid. So this is the oxidation of ethyl alcohol. Now next, the very important reaction, esterification. What does it mean by esterification? It is formation of esters. Very important reaction. Asked every year in exam in one or the other form. This esterification we will also study in when we study about ethanoic acid or carboxylic acid. So this reaction is common in both alcohols and carboxylic acids. Esterification, it means formation of ester. What are esters? Esters are sweet smelling compounds which are used for making perfumes and flavors. All the fruit flavors are due to these esters. In natural fruit like apple, mango, all natural fruits, strawberry, they have esters, and these esters are responsible for the fruity smell of different fruits. Different esters are present and they are responsible for fruity smells, and they are used for making perfumes and artificial flavors also. So this is nature, that these chemical compounds, they have the smell of fruits. So what is esterification? When alcohol plus carboxylic acid, they react with each other, esters are formed and water is also formed. So these esters which have fruity smell, and this reaction is known as esterification. Now if we write, first I will write carboxylic acid, CH3CO, it is like HO. So H2O, it is removed, and what is left? CH3COO, C2H5 plus H2O, and this is ester. And what is the name of this ester? It is somewhat tricky to name these esters. These esters has two parts. This is one part and this is the second part. This is one part and this is the second part. This first part, it comes from acid, and this second part, it comes from alcohol. So two parts are there. This acid part, it is pronounced as suffix, and this alcohol part, it is pronounced as prefix. Are you understanding? We are writing this alcohol, the alkyl group of alcohol, after this acidic part. So if we are writing a formula of ester, we are writing this alkyl group of alcohol in the end, on the right hand side, and this is the acidic group of carboxylic acid. We are writing it on the left hand side, in the front. But when we pronounce this ester, we first pronounce this prefix and then this suffix. So what will be the name of this ester? Here two carbon, so it will be ethyl, and this is known as, this is on here two carbons, so it will be also ethyl ethanoate. So this compound, this ester, it is known as ethyl ethanoate. So you have to practice writing the formula of different ethanoate, different noates of ester, and to pronounce ethyl, this alkyl group of alcohol and noate group of carboxylic acid. So this is how esterification takes place. This is a simple experiment how we done experiment this esterification in lab. As we know, in this reaction mixture, what is there? There is a carboxylic acid and an alcohol. But they are not directly heated on the flame because they are inflammable. So this is a beaker having water. It is known as water bath, or it is double boiling. So we put this reaction mixture tube in this heater. When it is heated, then when fruity smell starts coming from this test tube, and we say that ester is formed. And here also, during this reaction, where should I write? H2SO4 is used as a catalyst. Here also, H2SO4, you know, it is a dehydrating agent, and this dehydrating substance, it removes water from the reaction and ester is formed and it is heated. So H2SO4 is used as catalyst and it is heated, and this ester and water is formed. So these are 5 chemical properties of ethanol or ethyl alcohol. Now we have done physical properties, chemical properties, and now about some uses of alcohol. Different uses, you know, as a solvent in lab, then it is a component of all alcoholic drinks. A part of ethyl alcohol, it is mixed in all alcoholic drinks in different percentage. Then it is used in medicines, in cough syrups, in tincture iodine, and it is also used as an additive to petrol. When it is used with petrol, the calorific value of petrol is increased. That the fuel for the automobiles, it is more economical. So these are some of the, and also for the formation of esters. So these are some of the uses of alcohol. This is all for today. Thank you.